Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a podcast and videocast from univrm.com. Today is one of our opinion articles titled, "There is no place for us, we need a country." We received the following article from a young writer asking to remain anonymous. We have edited some of the letter due to grammatical and spelling errors, but have left most of it intact. This is the first time in our opinion articles series we have published an article not written by a member of our staff. I had a discussion with my great-grandmother the other day. I normally don't have deep conversations with my great-grandmother because she seems a bit weird. This is a paradox because I feel weird all the time, so we should be able to talk, except there is a 70-year age difference. She worked hard all her life and still takes care of herself, but, well, she's very old. She complained that everyone has started to treat her as a non-person. Her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, including me, think she has no ability to make correct decisions, no opinions worth listening to, and generally must be taken care of and protected from everything in life. In a way that is difficult to explain, I understood immediately because I feel exactly the same way. Two people I knew from FB, which probably stands for Facebook, committed suicide last year. They were 1 year younger than me, 13, and both gay. They did not leave notes, did not tell anyone. They couldn't take it anymore. I can relate, and some of us that talked to them knew without being told where it was going, but no way to really stop it. The stories you read about help, shrinks, centers, counselors, and the rest, more lies people tell themselves to feel good. All the bullshit you hear about gay people more accepted today is stupid. Worse than stupid, it is a giant lie because everyone knows the worst thing to be called is gay, and from parents, friends, relatives, to the community, there is no real support because they too participate in the giant lie. We really have only one choice. We must lie too, and even then, each day is a form of torture, of not looking at someone, saying the right thing, doing the same things as everyone else, or labeled troubled, and that creates even larger problems. I like to read UNIVRM because the writers are funny, and I bet half the people never understand the satire in each article. I'm not as good a writer as them, although I hope you publish this. Quote, "Please don't release my name or email address," because it is satire, but also true. I know people have been around for 50,000 plus years, and the average age of death for most of that time was 23. That means I am halfway through life. This is why my great Nan's words made me think about a sad fact. Somewhere, or somewhen, and I have no idea where or when, the simple truth we are human beings with the ability to make our own way, decisions, and know what we're doing became lost. This is not just gay kids, but all kids, although it seems to be different for everyone. Some kids, or people of any age for that matter, are not much different than 5-year-olds, and I understand they need to be watched over, but I can tell you for a fact that once you know you're gay and want to feel close to someone, you're screwed. One day you realize a switch has been flipped and can't be turned off, and it's welcome to hell. I know where hell is. Hell is planet Earth, and you wake up to it every day. Every religion hates us. No matter how tolerant a society is, you're at best barely accepted. You're gay, you're a freak, and every country is the same. At some age, probably 18, you can legally leave wherever you are. You may not understand this, but living in hell for 4 to 5 years is not easy, and many of us don't make it. I bet almost everyone thinks on any given day, why bother, because future life is going to suck anyway. Here's the part I really don't understand. There are gay people that did survive hell and may even live to my great Nan's age. I don't know yet, but from those who did survive this period of life, it sounds like more of the same, although in some places it's a matter of continuing to lie. There are even really rich gay people, and they too must experience what I and people like me are going through, plus all the stuff that comes after. They have to continue to lie too and think they are a part of the larger community, which they know tolerates them, so like survivors of any trauma, don't wish to take the drastic steps needed to change the world for our society, which is not their society. There is no place for us. We need a country. We need a place where we can be safe and live life as who we are. Were this 49,000 years ago, I'd probably simply be able to kick your ass and then I'd make the rules. The Nazi Holocaust killed tens of thousands of gays and millions of Jewish people, but some Jewish people said enough and created their own country in Israel. Why haven't we done the same? I think I know the answer. After the switch flipped, you learn to become a professional liar. You lie about everything and become good at it. You become so good at it that you even lie to yourself and try to forget the hell you lived through and the hell those like you are still living through, because we are a paradox. We are visibly invisible, and as long as we play by their rules, laws, norms, or whatever, we can survive in some sort of way as tolerated. Sometimes I dream of a country for us. I dream of a place, like Israel for Jewish people, and see that to this day they must fight for survival in a world which for the most part still doesn't like them. I also dream of something like the Underground Railroad, which freed slaves in the United States. I don't think my great Nan has sex. I don't want to think about it. If she did have a relationship, I think it would be wonderful for her, but I know family, friends, and relatives would be shocked and outraged. I understand that feeling all too well. I'm not Gandhi, or Moshe Dayan, or any of those other people that led revolutions of freedom for their people. There isn't such a person who will do the same for us. Another dream that won't come true. I know some people choose to be argumentative because they like to argue. I find it difficult to believe that once the switch flipped, you choose to be gay or straight. The logic of choosing to like the same sex over the opposite sex means everyone makes a conscious choice, and all boys attracted to boys and all girls attracted to girls, and as if choosing from a menu say, okay, this is me. What? I didn't have any choice, and I bet no one else does either. We are the last and always hated minority because our switch happens when we, biologically programmed through the past 50,000 years, biologically turned into adults and want to have sex. This probably ensured the species, but for those of us where the switch turned to same sex instead of opposite sex desire, we came forever different from that moment on. Sorry, brothers and sisters, welcome to hell, and it doesn't look like anyone is ever going to lead us to freedom. We honor the request by the author to remain anonymous as asked. This has been copyright 2012 univrm.com, trademarked, all rights reserved. At univrm.com we create original content with humor and satire on current event news, opinion articles, economy articles, science current events, and our science fiction book series titled Change Hope. As an advertisement, there is a donations accepted button on our website, www.univrm.com, and donations welcome to help us keep publishing in difficult economic times. As a second advertisement, please remember univrm.com offering our science fiction book series, Change Hope, released as a series on a chapter and book-by-book basis, like the old Amazing Stories magazine. Change Hope available in all ebook formats and as an audiobook. You can download the first chapter free by going to www.univrm.com/downloads/. You can listen to this article via podcast at the iTunes Store by subscribing to univrm.com, or read it on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at the UNIVRM channel. This has been a podcast and videocast by univrm.com, and we hope to bring you more in future.